Good afternoon or buenas tardes to everyone. I hope you're having a good day. It's a little breezy. I'm not away from the noise. I'm actually sitting here on my balcony drinking a cup of tea, and I'm feeling amazing. I feel great. I look great. Hold your applause. I'm in a different space of my life, and today I'm very, very, very grateful. Um, Go ahead. I know I don't come on often. I'm trying to do better with my consistency here on on YouTube, and I'm gonna try. That's all I can say. I can't make any promises, but I need to do better, and I'm gonna try to do better. Oops, I just wasted something. Hold 1 second. Boy, one moment though. I just spilled my herbal tea. Like getting my lives whenever I do them. I don't do them enough, I guess, to you all get your notification. But yeah, so today it's an amazing day, the 21st, I believe, February the 21st. I am, of course, out of the country, but I feel great, and I just wanted to check in on everybody. And today I was just in a very grateful. I'm always grateful, but sometimes I set aside moments, time just to be grateful and to say it out loud. And today I was on the rooftop looking over the city, um, and I was just thankful and grateful that I am here and I'm still alive, and that how well it feels, and to have come through so uh, much turmoil and to still be here and still clothed in my right mind. Most of you would agree with that. And so just in a place of gratitude today because I don't listen, it could have been another way. I know so many people that were saying rest in peace and and we miss you. And listen, but I'm determined to live the life I love and love the life that I live. But I want to just share something quickly with you about this new disease. Now, it's not uh, maybe the title of it says something to you, but it's not I don't know what to call it. But anyways, there's a new. Good morning. Oh, good morning, Dr. Tangela. Um, so I'm really in a place of gratefulness. Now, I'm not going to tell you to excuse the noise because I could have gone inside and where it's more quiet, but I'm out here on my balcony. Just get to hear everything around me. Um, and just in the raw, basically. Not trying to beautify this video, audio, what have you. So just in sitting in a place of gratefulness, God knows I am so grateful that I am here, I'm alive, I'm well, I'm clothed in my right mind. And so today was just, I set aside a time, a part of the morning to just be grateful. And for the past week or so, it's been on my mind about this new disease. There's a new disease. I call it a disease. You may not call it a disease, but it's a new disease. And maybe it's really not new. Uh, but there's a disease that's going around that makes, here's the disease. When people can cross boundaries and cross lines and violate in whatever way, whether that be physically, verbally, psychologically, mentally, they constantly cross lines and barriers and just violate. Whether that's family, yep, friends, or foe, co-workers, whoever. There are people who will continue to cross those boundaries, and they will continue to be injurious towards you. Now, here's the disease. They think everything's supposed to be the same after that. It has to be some type of illness that tells a person it's okay to be injurious. It's okay to hurt and inflict pain upon somebody. And after that, they want that relationship to remain the same. They want it to stay the same. Or they move on as if nothing has happened. Something did happen. And it's okay because there are people like me will make the change evident, because what you allow someone to continue to do to you without you addressing it, you're really saying to them, it is okay for you to do what you're doing, do what you did, and things going to remain the same. It has got to be a disease. Hey, Tanika, how are you? It has got to be a disease that would tell a person they can inflict pain upon you, they can do you wrong, they can violate and cross barriers, cross lines, knowing that they're wrong. And for them to think your relationship is going to remain the same, that cordial relationship, the devil be damned. It's not so. And so then when you respond to how they treat you, or when you respond to you know, uh, what they did to you, when you respond to that, because sometimes people react. I respond. I used to react when I was younger, right? There's a difference. You have to think about, excuse me, uh, you have to just let people go and let them know, because you don't go back to you don't mend it. You don't mend it. It doesn't go back to its original state. Relationships don't go back to the original state of being once things have been broken, covenants have been broken. Think about it like this. Um, if you break a bone, and I thank goodness I've never broken a bone, but I've seen people that have broken a bone. I don't care how it mends. The doctor sometimes has to go in and re-break it and reset it, right? So that it can heal. It heals on its own. But guess what? That bone, that broken bone, even though it is mended, it would never go back to its original state because it has been broken. See, the original state was it was unbroken. Now that bone has been broken, yeah, it healed, but it didn't go back to its original state. And sometimes people struggle. They will struggle their entire life trying to go back to like it was, trying to make it like it was. You know the song, Make It Like It Was. No, no, no. It'll never go back. And sometimes we will give people chance after chance after chance, and you go back and then you get re-scarred, re-injured, re-hurt. It does not go back. And that's why relationships end up failing, because when someone has violated the covenant, when someone has violated that relationship, when trust has been broken, and now there is distrust, people are fighting to go back to how it was. It's impossible. It is so impossible for it to go back to how it was, because how it was unbroken. Now it's been broken. It has to be mended, but it'll never go back and fit back into its original state because it's been broken. You'll say, "Oh, I have a broken bone," and sometimes I remember my grandmother. Sometimes you'll know when it's about to rain because you feel the pain of it, arthritis from that broken bone. It will uh, put you in a place of pain sometimes. When I would hear my grandmother say, "Oh, it's gonna rain," and it just didn't look like it was gonna rain. Looked in the sky, didn't see any clouds, didn't see nothing dark, didn't hear no thunder, didn't see any lightning. I said, "Why you say that?" She said, "Oh, my knees are bothering me. There's some rain getting ready to come." They would predict the weather by the pain that was inflicted in their body because arthritis told them, hey, some rain is coming. I don't know how they knew. All I know was it was always on point. So there are people who's trying to mend the relationship because of the distrust, but they are constantly struggling, trying to get it back to how it was. No, you have to mend, let it heal, and then live with the facts, live with the truth. See, I'm reading your thing, Tanika. It says it wasn't okay. The plus size dog. I used to think that wasn't true, but having broke my ankle in September 23, I know whether better that I know my name. Well, listen, they never miss because it's something that sent a signal to them saying it's getting ready to rain. So there are people who will struggle for the rest of their entire lives trying to make it like it was, and it'll never be. So when people violate distrust, you're now in distrust, or they violate it. And I understand forgiveness. People say, "Oh, you got to forgive and forget." Now, I never seen anywhere it says you're supposed to forget. I know what forget means. Forgetting those things that are behind me. I know what that means. Honestly, it means you're not to let the past affect you like it once did. It no longer affects me the same way. Some of the pain that I've experienced and some of the distrust and the brokenness that I've experienced, yeah, I've moved on. Yeah, I have forgiven. It does not control me. It doesn't have me in that same place. It doesn't affect me the same way it did, like it did in the beginning. So there are those who would believe, they dare to believe that they can get it back to like it was. And you'll spend all your years trying to take it back. Can't. It's a broken bone now. Yet, has it healed? Yes. Has it mended? Yes. But will it ever go back to its original state of being unbroken? Never. Nunca. In Spanish, nunca. Never. It'll never go back to the place of being unbroken. So you can forgive, you can heal, but the relationship has changed and shifted because of the violation. And there are people who will really believe that they can do you wrong and you're supposed to remain the same with them. You can't. You can love them. And after so many times of being violated, or barriers being crossed, lines being crossed, you have to love them at a distance. You don't have to eat with them. You don't have to drink with them. You can love them. You don't not love them because you don't come together to eat. That doesn't say anything. Because there's a lot of people sitting together that hate each other. They're smiling in each other's face, they're eating, they're drinking, but they don't like each other. So you can treat people, you can be nice to people and love people, but at a distance. Because now you got to put your guards up. And there are people, family as well. Sometimes family are the ones that think it's okay because they say, well, we family, you ought to just move on from that. No, ma'am, no, sir. We're all human. But when you keep violating, I'm not, it's not required for me to, and it's not required for you to stay close. Sometimes you have to back away, love them at a distance, love them from a distance. That could be any type of relationship. You have to back away, love people from a distance, because now you gotta protect your own peace. You gotta protect, because when you try to make it like it was after they violated you over and over again, it sends a signal to them that it's okay for them to keep doing this, that, or the other to you because you're not going to change. You're going to still love them. You're going to still be close to them. You're going to still pretend and act like nothing is wrong. And see, that's the problem. We have acted like, pretended as if it didn't happen, and it did. So as family, you ought to be able to put no ma'am, no sir, no individual should, you shouldn't allow any individual to continue to violate and mess over you. Because when you do, you're sending a signal saying, hey, listen, it's okay, keep doing it. I'm all right with it. We can love you from a distance. That's a new disease. These people really think they could trample over you. and you're going to be the same with them as you were before. And then the moment you change, and the moment you create that distance, and the moment you drop them like a hot potato, and the moment you cut them off, the moment you take the knife that they've been using to stab you in the back, and you take that same knife to cut the ties, then all of a sudden you're the bad person. Oh no, look what they're doing to me. Woe is me. No. And then they'll tell everybody how you treating them, but they don't tell them what they did to you because your reaction or your response to them. I'm just saying to you, it's okay to create that space. It's okay. I don't care if it's your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your cousin, anybody, your lover, your wife, your husband, your job. Listen, create that space to protect your peace and be okay. It's one of the hardest things I think for most people to cut people off that they're so close to. But if they really loved you, they wouldn't keep violating you. They wouldn't keep trying to dismantle everything about you. You see, you got to protect yourself and love you enough to cut them off. Remember, that's a new disease. These people think that they could just mistreat you and everything's going to be okay and you go back to how it was. Cut them jokers off. Take the same knife that they put in your back, pull it out, and cut ties. And it's okay. Be at peace with that. Just wanted to come on and share that with you because it's really okay, right? It's 2025. There's a lot going on in 2025. And you have to protect everything about you, your peace, your mind, your money, your health, your wealth. Please be okay. And don't let all this stuff drive you up the walls and run your anxiety level up. Y'all have an amazing day, okay? I have to go. Thank you for chiming in. Go ahead and hit like and subscribe. If you're not subscribed, share this video. I know the title was probably you wanted to know something different, but I think it's a disease. It has got to be a sickness for people to think that they can continue to violate you and you still remain close to them. Doesn't matter who they are. Protect your peace. All right, y'all have an amazing day. Again, go ahead and hit like, subscribe, share this video for me, please. I'm trying to do better with my consistency. I love y'all. Thank you for chiming in.